Jesus, Brother Wisdom. What's going on, guys? Introduction to the Pleiadians. Who are the Pleiadians? You understand that these genetically created beings are the offspring of what you call the tall whites. Tall whites with a mixture of something else, put into the mix. Key into this is to understand that these beings were designed to make you think that everything was okay. They're designed to put you in a mental trance to make you believe that there is no present danger. There is nothing to worry about. They're always saying we come in peace. But then they report to someone higher. And the tall whites report to someone higher. You have to understand that they have ranks, which is something that we as the original beings never had. We never had ranks. We were all in tune to nature. I, self-law, am master. Na ke ala o tuna takiata lola o ma. So understand that the Pleiadians played a major role in the destruction of our once lived towers and structures as they swept across the land to gain the knowledge of how we did things and how we operated. We introduced so much to them. We were food. They put us under a trance, and we didn't even know that we had been spellbound. We didn't even know that we were going to be infiltrated, and it just happened. Even though those in the ancient world had already told us that something was going to happen, we thought ourselves to be invincible and the most powerful, but didn't know that we had literally made ourselves vulnerable to a species of genetically created beings. So the whole incident that took place was designed through a well-planned strategic military operation. Though the Pleiadians and the Draconians don't always get together when it comes to business, they become one within the other. And that one that they become through business, not through pleasure, not through love, but through business, they have conquered so many lands across the universe and the cosmos. Remember, land in the Masonic tongue means planet or world. So as we deal with the system here, we are literally watching how we fail. We are literally envisioning the fall as we close our eyes and we seek for higher knowledge. So one thing we must understand, brothers and sisters, is that these beings were never on our side. Anytime you have a species who arrive on the planet that you've never seen before, And they say, we come in peace. We want to trade among you. We want to learn your system, but you have no idea of what their system is. You don't know where they come from. You don't know the origin of their existence. You don't know what they're all about. You know nothing about them. You have opened yourself up for a fall. As in so many brothers and sisters this very day. And they have made the decision to mate with Pleiadians. I love you. I love you so much. Pleiadians come in so many sizes now. At one time, they were tall, pale white, blonde, or brunette. Now they come short, they come fat, they come skinny, they come mid-size. They come in so many other different forms in this present day. And you don't know who you're dealing with. You don't know what you're dealing with. What you do know is that we have fallen from a place where we had the most powerful level of intelligence ever. And now, Elon Musk, who is an unknown alien species, who's teamed up with the Pleiadians, and they're using our intelligence that they have created into technology for space flight, for other high intellectual areas of life. So we must understand, understand, overstand, brothers and sisters, that this is the introduction of the Pleiadians. We're going to go deeper, all right? Because they have literally, continually worked to infiltrate the very likeness of everything that we have done. We're literally starting back at rock bottom to bring everything back to us. This is why we have to create the orgone, because the orgone is rock bottom, brothers and sisters. This is rock bottom. This is like the starting point. You got to understand the starting point. You got to understand where you know, this is where we literally left off. This is, I mean, it's not difficult to understand, but it's more so a thing of what you call proficiency, because these beings are constantly working on a, I'm not going to say a superior level, but on a deceptive level, because now they see that we have awakened, and like we said before, they're taking all types of measures to try to put us back into a sleep state. Understand, brothers and sisters, that we're still dealing with them. All right? Now, we have to understand that dealing with these beings, when they came here to the planet, they had certain levels of protection called shade, because their bodies could not take direct sunlight. Their bodies would burn in the sun, and we noticed that. And they would say, give us shade. Give us shade so that we can, you know, sup among you, so that we can, you know, they played this role. They placated us, and we fell into the trap, not knowing that we were being introduced to an enemy that had the intention of making sure that we fail. Remember, they told you in that book, the Bible, when they came to this planet, told you to scout out the land. And they came back with the reports and said there were giants in the land, but they didn't tell us everything in that book. That we had extremely high levels of intelligence, that we were flying and levitating, that we were already at the tipping points of a source of infinite energy. This is what they call Babylon. We talked about that before. What they call Babylon. So understand, brothers and sisters, that we are dealing with a species of beings right now at this present moment who are working hard to develop a system to try to put us into a sleep state. They know they can't wipe us out. That's number one. They can't wipe us out because we're the planet. All right? But they want to put us in a sleep state. In other words, they need us to be comatose. Which is why they have all the different things. You know, you got your Will Smith and Chris Rock and Jada Pinkett and you know, they're constantly pushing for the death of our people through their policing. They're the ones who are literally over the stock market. The Pleiadians run the stock market. Believe it or not. It's not the Rothschild and the Bilderberg that you think run the stock market. It's the Pleiadians. They run the stock market. See, the sneaky things that they do and how they operate, and like we say, you know, they have this pretty beautiful smile and this slick white hair and pale face, and they come to you so deceitfully, but yet they are deadly and poisonous at the same time. Understand what we are dealing with, my brothers and sisters. This is the beginning of the course that we're going to be talking about, the Pleiadians and the tall whites. Let's understand what you're dealing with. They know who they are. The question is do you know who you are? That's the question. Do you know self? In all thy knowing, know thyself. In all thy learning, learn thyself. Because when you understand self, you understand everything else around you. All this covering up the sky, what are they doing? They're trying to protect themselves from energy, which is why we, brothers and sisters, must begin to embark upon different levels of intelligence. Go beyond the orgone. Like we said, so many of us have been blinded by the system that they created. The money and the religion and the positions and the different areas of entertainment, you know, music and acting and rap and I mean different levels. Even when you go into the church, the preacher is entertaining everyone. That's what he's doing. That's what the preacher does, you know. Oh no, I'm not, and giving everybody these false promises that will never come true. It's all about entertainment. The key point is to grab your soul so that you won't see what's coming for you. All right? I pass this on to you, brothers and sisters. I hope you understand, overstand everything that is going on at this present moment, because we have been infiltrated, and now it is time for us to take back. Now it's time for the empires to strike back. And if the empires don't strike back, the empires will never return into true power. Return of the Jedi, the empire strikes back. Understand that we're in the midst of a clone war. You don't know who's real and you don't know who's not real unless you can look directly into their eyes. And their eyes are the gateways to the soul. And if you don't see a soul, then you know that that being doesn't belong here. Atu karu atadra hishto makalare gi. Irota host alot.